Welcome back to the CryptoWorld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now we are seeing a new Ethereum signal flash green. So I'll be talking more about that in just a moment. But first, let's take a look at the 4-hour Ethereum charts, because currently at the time of recording this video, Ethereum is still finding strong resistance at the golden pocket, which is coming in between around 2,860 and 2,900. So in order for Ethereum to flip much more bullish again in the shorter term, we need to see a break above 2,900. Otherwise, what we have here is that previous bullish divergence that has already worn off, which means there is a possibility that we could see a further rejection from the golden pocket. But if we're zooming out a little bit further over to the 12-hour Ethereum charts, as I've already mentioned recently on the channel, the parabolic stop and reverse indicator on the 12-hour chart is still sitting in the green. Also, just within the last 2 days, we have confirmed a bullish cross in the 12-hour MACD, and currently the 12-hour Ethereum RSI is trending to the upside, even though ideally we need to see a higher low form in the RSI in order to officially confirm an uptrend. But other than that, just by having all 3 of these indicators on this 12-hour chart point in the bullish direction, that is obviously bullish for the price of Ethereum. And the last time we saw all 3 of these indicators line up in the bullish direction was around a month ago, and that marks the beginning of a short-term uptrend that lasted for the next 2 weeks approximately. And now looking in the VPVR indicator on the daily time frame, and this shows us an important range of resistance, which is starting at around 3,000 US dollars approximately and going up towards around 3.3k. So those would be the price levels to watch if Ethereum first breaks above this golden pocket at just underneath 2,900. And if you're wanting to know some important levels of support, we've got massive support at around 2.6k, and we also have a significant amount of support at around 2.3k. And while we're on the daily time frame, I'll quickly remind you about this chart right here. For those of you that watched my last Ethereum update video that I posted just yesterday, you would already know about this chart. But in case you are new to the channel, what we normally see when Ethereum is in its bottoming out phase after a significant pullback is essentially the price of Ethereum converging in on itself, forming a triangle pattern. And we have seen this 2 other times over the past 1 year on these larger time frames. And if we're zooming out even further on the chart, this is definitely not unique to the last 1 year. We even saw something very similar back at the end of the 2018 bear market, also at the bottom of the March 2020 crash, and during this correction that we saw in September 2020. So it is actually very common for Ethereum to form some sort of triangle pattern when the price action is bottoming out after a significant move to the downside. But I want to make it clear that the next swing to the upside, according to Ethereum's price history, only really confirms after we confirm a break above this top line of resistance. And if you're looking at the current day Ethereum price action, this top line of resistance is coming in at around 3,100 to 3,200. So that resistance right there is definitely the level to break above in order to confirm a longer running uptrend, because until we see something like that, any bullish price action that we see below that level is simply just shorter term bullish price action. And just before I talk about this new Ethereum signal that has just flashed green, first just giving you a quick update in the percentage of Ethereum short positions on the Binance exchange right here and the Bybit exchange right here. And since yesterday, so over the past 1 day, we have seen another increase in short positions on these 2 major exchanges. And just a reminder, while short positions are opening, that is adding an extra selling pressure on the price of Ethereum. But then eventually, when those short positions come to close in that process, that would be adding a buying pressure to the price of Ethereum. And if you're looking at the current levels that these short positions are sitting at, when you're comparing that to levels that we've seen over years worth of history, right now, technically speaking, the short positions do have more room to the downside than they do to the upside, which means technically speaking, if you're just looking at the Ethereum short positions, we do have more room to the upside in the price of Ethereum compared to the room to the downside. Now, obviously, there's other factors at play, but this is definitely something interesting to pay attention to. And now taking a look at the weekly time frame for Ethereum and looking in this bottom signal indicator. And in case you're wondering, the actual name for this indicator is the CM Williams VIX FIX indicator. And basically, ever since the end of the 2018 bear market, this indicator has been very accurate at determining market bottoms. Now, I want to make it clear that this is not financial advice, but basically, if you were to accumulate Ethereum every time we flashed a green signal in this indicator, then obviously you would have done very well. And right now, only just with this week's Ethereum candle, we are seeing another bottom signal in this indicator, which is technically bullish for Ethereum on these larger timeframes. But obviously, this does not mean Ethereum can't still play out some short-term bearish price action. Like for example, if we got that rejection from the golden pocket that I talked about in the beginning of this video. And something else to still be aware of on these much larger timeframes is of course this Ethereum fractal that is technically still forming, but it only only really confirms if we see a confirmed break below this upward trending line of support, which is coming in at around 2,200 to 2,300. And both outcomes from these previous fractals were bearish for the price of Ethereum, which is why we at least still need to be aware of this pattern, even though it hasn't necessarily confirmed right now. And just giving you a quick update on the Bitcoin dominance chart, we still have some of these bearish signals, like the bearish divergence, for example, and also just the fact that the daily RSI for the Bitcoin dominance is trending to the downside. That can also be seen as a bearish signal, because anytime the RSI is trending to the downside, especially while the Bitcoin dominance is trying to push higher, that shows weakness in the current uptrend. So as I've been saying over the past few days now, if this turns into more of a downtrend in the Bitcoin dominance, that would be bullish for the altcoins. And altcoin seasons are these larger downtrends in the Bitcoin dominance. And only just recently, because of these bearish signals in the Bitcoin dominance and because of some other bullish signals in some other altcoins, I've just accumulated a small amount of altcoins. And if you want to see more altcoin content on this channel, let me know in the comment section down below. But anyway, if you found this video useful, make sure to drop a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, you might as well subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. And before you click off, you might as well check out one of these uploads if you haven't already, because both of these videos can help you make more money in the crypto markets, whether or not prices are going up or down. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.